everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com. I'm joined by Patrick.
How's it going?
From Battlegrounds Game Center. He has got his own YouTube channel. We'll put a link below at Battlegrounds Game Center. It's a store based out of Ohio.
Yep, Ravenna, Ohio.
And they also make YouTube videos and other social media stuff. And we're going to play a game of Ravaged Star. Sorry it hasn't been on the channel in a while. We've been busy. But my goal is now to have it on the channel. I'm trying to do every other week, and then we have a new Ravaged Star channel specifically. Doesn't have a ton of stuff on it yet, but the idea there is that I can post more like little updates, things that I'm not too worried about the YouTube algorithms. It'll just go to people who are interested in Ravaged Star. So if you are interested in Ravaged Star, then go to the YouTube channel at Ravaged Star. And also there's a Discord server, put links below. Just want to get to the game. We're gonna play a game of Gorkog versus Veil Touch. That's your space bugs versus your chaos dudes. And we've got a game set up for 600 points using the first scenario. Just because I'm getting back into it, we're gonna do the basic scenario with the 4 objectives. Let's take a closer look. You don't wanna look at my face, you wanna look at models.
We play and call it work.
Essentially what we're doing here is scenario number 1, which has 4 objectives. We're gonna be using these little pieces of terrain right here as 2 of the objectives. They're a little off-center. It's just the way the terrain worked out. I encourage you to do little things like that. If your terrain forces you to move your objectives, just agree with your opponent where, and then have some fun. Don't get too wound up about it. And then the other 2 objectives ended up being like on this stairs, which are a really important strategic location because they're stairs. And then up here on this building, of course, because that building's really important. Very simple scenario. At the end of each round, you score 1 point for holding the objective in your own side, 2 points for each objective you hold in the middle, and 4 points if you hold your opponent's. Also, you get a bonus 2 victory points if you killed more units than your opponent.
Sounds good.
That's it. And whoever has the most victory points at the end is the winner. And don't forget that at the beginning of each battle round after the first, if you are losing, you get an extra boost token. If you're interested in the Ravaged Star rules, they're all available for free on our Discord server. Go to miniwargaming.com/Ravaged Star. Links below as well. So this is not going to serve as a tutorial. I'm not going to go through what every rule means as we play. I'll try to go through as much as we would normally do in a game so that you can follow along if you don't know the rules. But if you want to learn them, they are available for free. 600 points aside, on my side, I've got the Incarnate. That's the dude with the staff. He's surrounded by 2 units of Enforcers. That's our regular core units. Pretty bulky, but at the end, not super powerful, just meant to be your core units. We got Lord Emerath here, who's a beefier commander of sorts. Loves to just get up and personal and fight you with his big guns and his big weapons. We got a unit of Death Riders, that's our bikes. We got 2 units of Dominarans. That is our, it's our little dudes, our cultists, with a Vice Lord of Jetpack who buffs both of them. And then Patrick on his side, he has a unit of Flesh Seekers. We've got 2 units of Blade Furies, one on this side, one way over there. We got a unit of the Plasma Belchers.
I believe so, yep.
So they're the anti-armor version. There's the anti-infantry version is the other type. We got Armored Grudgemites with a little proxy there because we can't find the one because it just pulled up the collection after about a month. So they like to blow up and they particularly good against armored things. We got some Stalkers. And then we've got the Grudge Mancer back there. And in reserve, you got a big old razor worm ready to pop out of the ground because you like Molochs.
I really like my worms.
So you got to bring your razor worm as well. Mm-hmm. And so we're both deployed, ready to go. And there is no roll off for first turn because we got all the tokens in a bag. And Patrick's going to pull the first one. And the first pull of the entire game is...
Your commander.
It is my commander. We do have official symbols for everything now. So these are just 3D printed ones. They're not the same as what you'll get in the actual boxes because those will be the punch board. But these are the correct symbols. We can start to get used to the right ones now. They also appear on the cards. So I'm going to start with just Lord Emerath, and he's just going to kind of run forward. He'll end up over there. I'm going to make sure he stays within 3 inches of this unit because then he gains stealth 6 inches, which means he cannot be shot from more than 6 inches away. For our next dice pull or token pull, what do we got?
One of my core.
Gorkog core. Mm-hmm. For your movement?
Pick my armored guys here.
So these are leaderless guys, so he declares his leader every time he goes to move, as long as that leader is in coherency with everybody else. Mm-hmm. And he's running down.
Running down.
And just places it, and everybody else goes within 3 inches. Nice and easy.
Okay.
And the next pull is...
Ooh, I got a boost.
A boost. So when you get a boost, you can activate any type of unit. And every unit usually has 2 different boost abilities to choose between.
So I'm going to boost these guys.
And which boost are you going to give them?
I'm going to give them the Swift so that they can run full.
So they run double their movement rather than
yep.
1.5.
Yep. So it'll be 12 inches.
So you have the first one already measured up to 12, and then the other ones you just place within 3 inches.
Yep.
So you're going to be able to grab that objective first turn. Although it does put them a little closer to shooting, so there are risks involved. As he places those, I just want to point out this terrain is from Forbidden Prints. It is 3D printable. We sell it on our store. If you want the STLs, then you can go to the Forbidden Prints My Mini Factory store as well. I remember I'll put a link in the description below, but Forbidden Prints. It's a really cool modular set that lets you build awesome tables.
All right.
And the next pull is
Your core?
my core. I'm going to activate a unit of enforcers, and we might move and shoot. I'm going to check. So I did a move forward, and I'm going to fire at your armored grudge mites. Normally hit it on 5s, but at medium range I hit on 6s. But I have reaping 6+2, which means every 6 and higher will be 2 hits. So we've got 1, 2, 3, so 6 hits. So as AP1, so your 6-up defense becomes 7. So it looks like you lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Woo. So we'll remove 5 of them, get rid of that proxy model. It's right there you go. Now that does bring them below half, so that depletes them. And because they're becoming depleted, that forces a leadership test. Now they're a weird unit. They actually have a 4-up leadership, which is unusual. Go ahead. And they make it. Well, a little glare on the die. Oh, yeah, no. There we are. We can see it now.
Gorkog support.
Which is your Razor Worm.
Yes.
So it has to come in now.
Yes, it does. That's the choice.
Yeah, so the Razor Worm has the advanced deployment rule, which means in deployment, he could just not put him on the table. And then when he comes on the table, he does, if you're familiar with like 40K, it's like a deep strike. You have to stay more than 8 inches away. Razor Worm has a special additional rule, though, that if he does it as a double action, he can actually just pop up and displace my models, and then which forces leadership tests on all of them, and he can do some damage to some of them as well. So you're going to drop him right there, which comes in within an inch of 3 units. So all 3 of those units have to move the minimum distance to get out of an inch. And if it's a unit, then what we do is we remove each of the models, we move the leader the minimum distance, and then we just place guys back in coherency. Now you don't have to worry about my guys like hopping forward, because only the one guy is counted for how close you are to objectives and for drawing line of sight and everything like that. So he displaces all 3. So I'm gonna have to do 3 leadership tests. Which one are you gonna hit with the heavy impact?
Oh, probably your leader.
Which
commander?
One? I have 2 of them. So this one over here?
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be 3 automatic damage to AP2 hits. His defense is 4-up, it's AP2, but he's armored 1. So armored 1 means I ignore 1 level of your AP. So that sounds confusing, but in the end it just means that it's defense 4-up, AP1. So 5-ups. I fail 1, and so that's 2 damage. Brings him down to 6 out of 8 wounds. There we are. And now I have to do a leadership test on all 3 units. The Razor Worm has a fear aura, so fear 6 inches. So every unit within 6 inches is -2 to their leadership. So Lord Emirath is a 4-up, so it goes to a 6-up. He fails. That was actually a bit of a blunder. I should have actually done the other ones first, because he has the Inspiring aura, which has an aura of 12 inches of ignoring any negative penalties to my leadership. So I'm just going to be smart and say that I did the other ones first, because I'll do him last so I don't lose that aura. So he's still going to get shaken, but I'm going to roll for the other ones first. So it'll do the Enforcers and then the Incarnate. So the Incarnate Mystic is a 4+. He passes. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. And the Enforcers are a 6+. So they fail either way. So 2 of them are broken. They cannot hold objectives while they're broken. And when they go to activate next time, I'll have to do a leadership test at -2 and another -2 from the fear. And if I fail that, they remain broken and can only do 1 action instead of 2.
It's a Veil Touch core.
We're going to activate my Dominarian Sentries. So there's Sentries and there's Fanatics. Fanatics are close combat. Sentries are shooters. The Vice Lord gives them both a boost, or a bonus I should say. They give the Sentries that they get Skirmisher, which means they can move for free after they shoot, and gives the Fanatics extra movement. So we're going to move them, then shoot at the Flesh Seekers, and then move again. So they move up, and now I will fire at the Flesh Seekers. Their weapons are super simple, 10 shots hit on 6s. So 7-up defense. We got 1, 2, oh, you rolled well.
Yep.
Only 2 of them die. 2 of them go away. And now I have Skirmishers, so I'm going to actually move them again. I moved a second time for free from Skirmisher. I did manage to get on the objective, so we both have 10 models in the objective, which means nobody controls it. Next one.
Veil Touch Core.
We're going to activate my Enforcers over here. I want to save, I'm hoping to draw a boost for my Fanatics, because I can give them Swift, which allows them to charge much further, because I know that they are close enough to charge all the way up here between Swift doubling it and then the Vice Lord giving them +2. So we're going to do the Enforcers. And they don't really have anywhere to go, so we're just going to focus and fire up the Razor Worm, just to maybe get lucky and take a wound or two off of it. It's got 20 wounds though, so this is the beginning of killing it, hopefully. With the focus, I'm hitting on 4s, but 6s are 2 hits. 4-up save, because you have armored, so you lost 1 wound. All right, you're down to 19. So he's down to 19 out of 20 wounds.
Commander.
Give you a boost, Patrick.
Elite. Yep.
Or one of yours, I don't care if it's one of yours. Elite.
Yep, Gorkog Elite. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate my elite unit here. I'm just gonna be moving 4 inches.
They're Blade Furies.
Blade Furies, and then they're
You
gonna
might think 4 inches is not very much, but they're leaderless, which means they can hop over the leader and then elect the next one to be the leader. So essentially it gives them extra movement, which is why their movement has been nerfed. And then you're gonna fire down at the sentries.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, 9s are good. So 3 of them are at defense 10. So I killed 2 of them from that. And 6 are at defense 7+. So you killed 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 6 in total dead. That does deplete them, so I have a leadership test. 6+, they are now shaken. So now they can't contribute towards holding that objective at all. And now you drew my boost token, right?
Yeah.
No!
Unfortunately, no, just your elite.
Okay, elite's okay, I just don't want another core. Just want to point out that Patrick is cheating because he refuses to draw my boost tokens. Because I literally have 2 units left after this, and that's how many boost tokens I have in there.
It's just the way it works.
Yeah. I don't mind if I draw another, actually no, I have 3 more. So I don't mind if you draw me 1 more commander token, but I want him to boost, and I want them to boost, okay? It's not hard. So we're gonna activate my Death Riders, my bikes, and they're gonna move up and try to shoot those Flesh Seekers. Now they moved, I want to fire at Flesh Seekers, but their weapons are 2 damage, so they're gonna be better against the Blade Furies, who also have weapons that are really good against my Death Riders. So I'd like to take care of the threat, the biggest threat to them. So I'm gonna fire up at the Blade Furies. At medium range, I'll hit on 5s. 8+s are good. After all that, we got 2 8+s. They're Reaping 2, so that becomes 4 hits, and they are Piercing 2, so it becomes AP2. So 4 at 6 up. Oh, that's good. That kills 1.5. And then we got 2 at your 4 up because you're in cover. 1 more, so that actually kills 2 of them. All right, I'm happy with that. I rolled poorly, but then you rolled poorly too, so it balanced out. And now you'll draw a boost. Yay, you did!
You finally got your boost.
Yeah, it's a hard choice because I both want the Incarnate to boost and I want them to boost, but there's still 2 commander tokens, so I'm more likely to get a boost token in the order that I want. So I'm gonna start with these guys. They're gonna take Swift, which means that they'll have a 14-inch charge because of the +2 from the leader right here, the Vice Lord, and I'm going to charge into the Flesh Seekers. And there's the after, and all 10 of them will swing at the Flesh Seekers. Hitting on 5s, but reaping and piercing on 9s. So we got 4 9+s, so that adds 4 more hits, and they're all here at AP 2 or 1? 2. So these are AP 2 and then 2 at AP nothing. So this many 9-up save and 9-up defense. Yeah, that kills a bunch. Oh, it kills 7 of them.
Yeah. And
2 7+s. 1 more. So it just killed 8 of them. Now they do get depleted, but because they're boosted, they're immune to being shaken. So they don't have to worry about the leadership test. And they can, with a boost, bring back, I think, 6 of them, right?
4.
4 of them at a time. So they're not out yet. Next up we got...
My commander.
Grudgemancer is your only commander.
Yep, he's going to run down to here.
And then we have...
Your core.
Okay. Wait. Oh, right. So put that aside because all my core have gone and draw again.
Okay.
That can happen when you use boosts.
One of my elites. So I'm going to go ahead and run the Stalkers down to here.
Just starting to get up the table towards the objectives.
And I got one of my core.
Oh, where's all your boosts?
I'm just not getting them.
Yeah.
So Plasma
You just got the Plasma Belchers or Retchers.
I think it's the
And they'll
Retchers.
Go. Retchers.
Yeah.
I start off with just a move, the leaderless unit, so he's picking the one in the front,
Yeah.
and then he'll move his arm so we can see what he's doing. There we are.
Sorry.
Okay, that's all good. and then hopping forward, and then you're just going to take some pot shots at the enforcers, and then make sure you stay camping on your objective at the back. And then firing at medium range into the enforcers. Hitting on 7s, 8+s are piercing. So we've got 2 hits and 1 with piercing. By the way, these are the actual official Ravaged Star dice. So you can look forward to those from the Gametown campaign. So I got 2 6-ups. I make both of those, and then 1 is piercing 3, so 9 up. So that gets through 1 damage. So one of those takes a wound. Now in the rules it says to put it on a model, but I found it easier to write the rules that way, but I just played that you just put it on the unit, and then you just remove whatever, because the unit leader is the last to die anyways, and the position of everybody else is not as important. It does play into it, but I'm just going to put it on the unit.
I got a core.
What do you got? Did you get a boost?
I got a core, which I think I've used up all my core.
You have used up all your core, so just put it aside. So you can draw ones that you can't do because of boost and also because of death.
Well,
hey, you got my boost!
There you go.
I'm going to put it on my Incarnate. So one of his boosts is to choose a core unit within 12, and as long as they're not boosted, and to return their activation token to the bag. So I want to do it on these guys to give them a chance to unshake. And he's going to go. I'm going to make a big mistake. I'm going to charge the Razor Worm because his weapon has stun, so I could actually shake the Razor Worm because he's also got a fear aura. And these guys have a fear aura as well, so not that it stacks, but it just means that the Razor Worm would be at -2 leadership. So we got 3 attacks. Oh, or I can just hit him with my Shockwave Staff. I'm just looking at his stats right now, realizing his Shockwave Staff, which is only 2 attacks, also has stun. It'll be 3 attacks though because you're big.
Yeah.
And it keeps me out of danger. But this one it's got crushing and piercing, so it could actually do 3 damage. But then you just kill me. So you know what? I'm going to shoot you. Yeah, I'm going to stay back. I was going to blast you with a hit from the staff. So I'm going to focus first, so I'll hit on 3s instead of 4s. So we've got 3 hits.
So 4s.
There's no AP, so you got 4 up. None of them go through, but more importantly, it has stun, and it doesn't. I'm just reading it now. It has short. Does not have stun. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just keeping that. I'm not taking it back. It's okay, I know my own rules. All right? I wrote rules for a lot of units. And you got my commander, which means I just get to go with everything. Although I guess you only have 1 more unit at this point. Mm-hmm. I want the Vice Lord to continue to support these Dominarians, so I'm just going to run up to here. All my guys have gone. Oh, wait, that's not true. I got my core still.
You do have 1 core here.
I'm going to activate my enforcers. Now, when you start an activation already shaken, you do a leadership test to get rid of it. But if you are already shaken, so you do a leadership test if you're depleted, so if you're below half strength or already shaken. But if you're already shaken, you do that at -2. But I'm also in your fear aura of another -2, so that's -4, so I'm not likely to do it. Now, if he wasn't shaken, I'd be in his inspiring aura, which means I would ignore all negative modifiers.
But he's shaken.
He's shaken, yeah. So my 6-up leadership becomes a 10. And 10s always pass, so even if it got worse than that somehow, I can still roll it. 7, that's a good roll, but not good enough. What that means though is when they activate, they only get 1 action instead of 2. So I'm just gonna use that 1 action to fire at those Grudgemites to try to finish them off. So 6 shots on 6s because of -1, and every 6+ is also 2 hits. So 6 hits at AP 1. Mm-hmm. So you got 8 up defense now?
7.
Oh, sorry, they're armored. So 7 up.
Yep.
1, 2, we got him. Good double opening volley for those enforcers, wiping out that squad of armored Grudgemites. Okay. So it's just you. You got 1 unit left. Did you draw your boost?
Nope, got your commander.
Okay, okay.
Last one is elite. Yep.
Oh, you did not draw your boost.
Didn't draw my boost.
Which is a bit of a big deal because of Blade Fury's boost abilities, they get 3 actions instead of 2, which would have helped you jump onto the objective if you really wanted to. So he's got to run, basically.
Yep, just gonna run 6.
Yeah, because he could have run and then he could have moved, which with their hopscotching forward would have allowed him to grab the objective. Just make sure to, take advantage of that because you're supposed to. That is the end of the battle round, so we're going to now score. When we look at this objective here, he's huge, so he counts as 5 models. All my broken guys don't count, but my leader here is in range, so all 6 of these count as being in range. My Incarnate is not in range. So I have 6 models, you have 5, so I control my 1 objective. That's 1 point. And I control this objective here because I have the 10 Fanatics on it, and you only have 2 Flesh Seekers. So that is another 2 points for me. And I believe I just actually destroyed 1 of your squads.
Yes, you did.
And you didn't destroy any of my squads, so you killed a few models.
Yep.
And you also shook a bunch of my stuff. And so it means I get a bonus 2 points for that. So the score is 5-1 because you're holding your back line. But it does mean you get an extra boost token because you are currently losing.
Yes, I'm going to need it.
Yes. Round number 2. Draw the first token there, Patrick.
Your core.
My core!
Yep. Okay.
Let's activate the Fanatics. We're actually going to not focus before we swing, because I want to kill those 2 guys and still have an action. And then I can move up and just try to really gum up your lines. So we're hitting on 5s, 9s are reaping and piercing. Only got 1 9, which turned into 2. So why don't you start with that? So you got 2 saves at AP
No,
2.
So 9s.
So 9s, yeah. Oh, 1's still alive. And then 4 more saves at 7 up. We got him.
Yeah.
And that does kill those Flesh Seekers, unfortunately. And I still have another action. These guys actually have guns too. And so I forgot to shoot them when I charged in last turn because they have the assault rule. So we're going to take our second action to actually fire up at the Blade Furies. These grenades and pistols normally hit on 6s, but you're at medium range, so 7, and you're in heavy cover, so 8. 4 up save because you're in cover. And you're fine.
You're a commander.
Vice Lord is going to activate and charge your Blade Furies. Have a pistol first, a Reclamation pistol. Only 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. They all hit. There's no special things or higher rolls. AP 1, so you got a 6 up save. And you fail 2 of them. They're actually 2 damage apiece, so that kills one of your guys. And then I get to swing. And then the Reaper Sword will hit on 4s, reaping on 8 pluses. 3 hits, also AP 1, so you got a 6 up save. And I killed him just barely. So goodbye, Blade Fury.
Well,
before anybody feels sorry for Patrick, I feel like I have to point out that we did a test game this morning, and in the test game he was destroying me. Same army, same matchup,
yes.
Same scenario. There wasn't as much terrain on the table,
no.
But it's amazing, game to game, same matchup, that because there's a token pulling system that kind of takes a bit of the game out of your control, it really can shift how the game works each time.
Absolutely.
Which I totally get will turn some people off. I know that's probably one of the biggest complaints I get, but it's also one of the biggest praises I get.
I love it. I think it's a lot of fun.
And it's fine, like, you're on camera here, so people are gonna be like, he's just saying that because he's there.
No, I actually do enjoy it.
No, but I also accept it as something that people might not like. But when I designed it, I'm like, no, I want the system to be something where it allows for swinginess. So you don't roll as many dice, so you don't get the averages. You don't have as much control, so you have to be ready to react and to change how you're thinking. But I can understand that some people are like, I don't like that. I want to have full control, and totally understand there are games that do that. And in the future, I'll even design games that do that. I don't think this is the best system ever. It's just I want every system to perform different functions. And this one is meant to be a lot more casual and a lot more free-flowing. And by doing this, it also, no matter how meta you go, the token pulling really changes how your strategy is going to work from game to game. So there are, of course, ways to help control the token pulling system. For example, bringing multiple of the same type so that you have a bit more control of what's going to activate. But in the end, you're at the mercy of it. In our test game, for example, there was one time you didn't pull a couple of my boosts.
Nope, and I got both of mine.
Yeah, and so you basically obliterated most of this army before I had a chance to do anything. So it goes back and forth. Let's continue. It's my first game back in a while. I feel I have to defend myself. What'd you get?
Another one of your
Oh,
cores.
my core! Look at
Yeah,
that!
look
This
at
game
that.
is so broken.
Yeah.
I'm going to just activate these guys again. I'm going to try to pass their 10 up leadership. And I didn't. Oh, a 7 again. I'm consistent. They're just going to fire up at your plasma belchers, or retchers, whatever it is. Only hit it on 7s thanks to heavy cover and the range, but every 7+ will be 2 hits. So it looks like I got 8 hits. That was a good roll. AP 1 is ignored by heavy cover, so 7 up defense. Oh, that's a decent roll, but you still lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That does not deplete them, but still, that's 5 less guys shooting. All right, now it's time. It's your turn. All right, draw one of your tokens.
I'm gonna make a thing out of it. All right.
Well,
it's a core.
Crap. I am going to apologize. I have forgotten one of the core rules. And I'm just going to say it on camera. You guys can chide me and mock me all you like in the comments. When you boost a unit, your opponent must go next. That's important. I'm just thinking, I'm like, why is this going like this? It doesn't normally go like this. I'm like, wait, this is because when I boosted this unit fanatics, you would have, oh wait, did I even boost this turn? Oh, I haven't boosted yet this turn. But last
turn.
I don't know if actually it mattered last turn. Maybe you went next anyways. I was thinking this turn.
I don't remember now.
Yeah. And I know already there will be at least one commenter who says, well, you should just have a rule that if you activate 3 times in a row, then
should just go
your
to the
opponent.
next
But
person.
we've already, we've gone over that a million times, and it doesn't happen quite as often as you might think that this thing happens. So we found the boost thing to be adequate. So we're going to remember that from now on, although I'm not sure how much it mattered in the first round.
Probably mattered in our test game.
Maybe in the test game. That's right. But I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months since I've played, so I'm getting back into it on a weekly basis, so be able to get much more tight on the rules. And like I said, I'm just gonna be frank in these videos. You can mock me, whatever you want. So what did you draw? I actually forgot.
I got a core.
Yay, it's your turn. Really, it's just this unit right here, because
Yep.
all your other core are dead.
They're just gonna go ahead and focus and shoot at your almost dead unit.
Finish it off.
Yep.
So it'll be 7s to hit, and 8s are piercing. So 3 piercing, so I go to a 10 save. So 3 of them die. There was actually 4 still alive, so 1 is left, but it is shaken. So it won't be able to get any reinforcements. Hey, now draw one of your tokens again.
Your boost.
I was gonna say, if you get a support, then you can do your Razor Worm.
So
it's my boost, you have to go
I have to go next.
That's right.
Yeah.
There is also, I will point this out now, it's not that we've lost this, because it's normally in the second or third turn that you use it. Because only 4 turns, sorry. But there is a once per game interrupt that you can do.
Okay.
And so you can use it one of 2 ways. One is after I go, you can choose to have to go next. You don't get to choose what goes next, but you just get to choose to be the one to go next. Or if you draw one of your tokens, you can choose to replace it with another non-boost token of your choice. So that is something that you can think of. It's not usually something that comes up until like the 3rd or 4th turn, because it's usually a clutch move later on in the game.
Right.
But if you ever decide to use it, you can do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna boost something. I'm gonna boost Lord Emirath. I gotta get rid of this stun. So I don't get to actually use any of his boost abilities because he was shaken. But it does auto unshake him. So he's gonna move up to here to get within medium range of the Retchers, and he's just gonna fire he's got 2 profiles, an anti-armor and a blast. The anti-armor is not quite good enough to take on the Razor Worm, so he'll just go with the blast against the Plasma Retchers. Gets 3 extra shots because of blast, and there's 7 of you. So we're hitting on 4s normally, medium range is 5s, and you're in heavy cover for 6. And we got 4 hits. So you got 4 7-up defenses, and you lose 3 more. That does deplete you, which means you owe me a leadership test right away, otherwise you're shaken. 6+. Ooh, they're shaken.
I got a boost.
Yeah, it had to be you next.
It had to be me anyways, but I got a boost.
I have to be next now, after you.
Oh.
I know there's that bittersweetness.
It's like, okay.
So you're gonna activate the Grudgemancer. One of his boost abilities is to use his special powers to teleport or transport a unit within 12 that's not huge, anywhere on the table more than 8 inches away from me. So you're gonna grab your Blade Furies.
I'm gonna put them over here.
And they're gonna come over here, because they haven't activated yet, which means they could still activate. So it's a bit of a gamble, because maybe, I don't really have much that can fight them right now, because I've already activated these 2 units. Now that counts as a single action for him.
You could shoot at them, I think.
You wanna just,
I can see one
you can
guy.
see.
Yeah.
You wanna take a shot at my Enforcers?
Yep. As well.
You change your mind?
Yep.
And you're gonna actually go for this 1 sentry way over here. It's at long range though. It's gonna be a bit of a shot. So hitting on an 8 after all the modifiers, 2 shots. Nothing.
1.
The next one has to be me.
And
What'd
it's
you
a
pull?
core.
A core. I guess I'll go with these guys, and we're just gonna take some shots at your stupid Razor Worm. Well, you know what, actually, we can see your Blade Furies. We're gonna fire at them. It won't be as good, they're in heavy cover and longer range, but I'm not gonna hurt that Razor Worm with them. 6s to hit, and they also count as 2 hits. Oh, okay, 2 hits. AP1 is ignored because you're in heavy cover, so 5-up save. Just one of them. Oh, 2 of them, sorry.
Fine.
So you're fine.
Yeah.
And now we have your commander.
Which is already gone.
Yeah, it's already gone.
So
It can be
Your
anybody
commander.
now. My commander. It's not what I wanted. I wanted a boost for this guy, but wah, Matthew. So this time, because he hasn't activated yet, I'm going to be dumb. I'm going to charge in and actually try to stun him, so he can't just keep doing his Razor Worm thing. So I got 3 attacks with his Rifting Talon, hitting on 3s. So they all hit. 7+ is anti-armor, crushing, and piercing.
4.
So the first one had a 4-up save, boring. And the other one will be at a 7-up save, 3 damage apiece. So 2 more of them. Oh, you're fine. But you do owe me a leadership test for stun.
You're so sad about that. Oh, you're fine.
I should be fine. I'm winning. Like, dead pile, it's all good. But I want to do my cool crap. All right, your 5-up leadership becomes 7 because I have a fear aura.
All right.
Yeah, you pass? All right. Now you can eat my guy. What'd you? Oh, you got a boost.
I got a boost.
Oh no!
That makes you very happy.
Yeah, it does.
But they could move.
So we got the Blade Furies now, and their boost ability is that they get 3 actions instead of 2, or 2 singles and a double, or 1 double and a single. Yeah, you know what it means. 3 actions. What are you gonna do for your 3 actions?
So I think
you could shoot, and can you charge? Are you in charge range?
To get within 1 inch, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I could move and charge.
You could move and charge. You could move and shoot. You could focus and shoot. You could focus, move, and shoot. You could move, focus, and shoot. You could shoot, move,
options.
Shoot, move, and then focus.
Shoot, move.
Technically, it's not against the rules. Doesn't do anything.
Might not be the most advised action. I'm probably going to move and charge. I want to get in there with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you are welcome to multi-charge as long as the leader gets to it. But I'm not suggesting that you do, but it's not a horrible idea either. So as long as the leader gets to where it needs to multi-charge, then the multi-charge is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you'll take advantage of that. So you'll move and then charge.
Yep. And
so you'll be able to get in there. So where do you want to allocate your attacks? The rule is, as long as one model is engaged with a unit, the rest of that unit can fight. Doesn't matter where they're positioned. So you could put all 4 guys into the enforcers. You could split it. So take a look at your profile and make a decision.
Do you have piercing and
The decision is everything into the enforcers. So 4 is to hit, 8 pluses are extra good. So lots of hits, 2 of them that are piercing 2+. The crushing part doesn't matter because I'm only 2 wounds. So the piercing 2 means I have a 8+ save. So that kills 1 of them. And then the rest of them all have a 6-up save. 1 already, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wipes the squad. See, guys, just keep watching the battle report. It'll be fine. I have to be an X, so you drew 4 of yours before you drew mine. Of course, now, right? It's mocking you.
Yeah, but you're elite.
My elite. It's my Death Riders. I don't have a ton for them to do because everything's dead over here, and these guys are broken. So, but I'd still like to. No, you know what? They're just going to run. And that's where they'll end up. So, setting it for a next turn. Grab the back objective. Next one can be either of us. So of course it's my boost.
Of course your boost.
You laugh, but I only have 1 thing left to go, which is a single. So they're not. She's not shaking anymore. So we'll go there, but I don't get to use their boost ability.
Right.
So I'll just move over here and take a single shot at your guys. Just a 7 to hit. Missed. Okay.
Has to be me though.
Has to be you, but I'm done anyways. So you can.
Oh.
You could just remove all my tokens out of there if you want.
My next boost.
You got your boost.
Yeah.
So you got all 3 of your boosts.
I did.
Gonna use it on your Razor Worm. Now, one of the boost abilities is to redeploy again. And then if you do it as a double, you can do that trick where you pop underground and then you pop back up and displace everything.
Yes.
And so we've already measured this. So basically you can pop back up right here, which will force my guys the minimum distance away. So I actually remove them to displace them, except for the leader. I'll put a little token where he was, and then you go ahead and place it. So you popped underground, pop back up, then I have to go the minimum distance, which would bring me to here and takes me off of the objective. So you actually nab my back objective with this OP Razor Worm. Who wrote the rules for this guy? So unfair. And then they both have to do leadership tests, and you can choose one of them to hit with your heavy.
Probably the commander.
The commander?
Yep. Okay.
So 3 damage to AP2, so if I fail all 3 7-ups, I die. I did!
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man.
The game is turning around! I tell you.
You gotta love those worms.
I gotta remind myself, I gotta have faith in my own game. It's just been a little while since I played, and so I'm like, oh no, this is gonna look bad. I'm like, wait, I forgot. This is what this game does. You think you're behind, and then you just pull the right order and you do the right stuff, and you're fine. I do owe you a leadership on the enforcers for the displacement. Normally at -2, but I am still close enough to Lord Emirath with his inspiring to ignore that. So 6 up. Didn't matter. All right. So you didn't even have to get me off the objective. I can't hold objectives right now.
I'm probably...
All you have left are your stalkers. You
Which
don't
are
have
gonna
any boosts
run.
left, so we're not even going to bother pulling the token. Just going to run and jump on the objective.
Yep.
You already measured it, so you can
Good job.
get them up there. Oh boy. Now you're holding my back objective and this side objective.
Yes.
That's the end of round 2. My goodness. So I have 2 points. You've got 4 points plus 2 points.
6.
So that's 6.
I killed a unit.
And you killed 2 units.
2 units.
How many did I kill? I actually I killed a few.
You killed this first round.
Yeah, I killed the Flesh Seekers and your Blade Fury. So we both killed 2 units. So neither of us get that 2 points.
Okay. Because you have...
So the score actually evens out. It was 5-1, and then I gained 2 and you gained 6, and the score is now 7-7, which means nobody gets a bonus boost token. But I'm not feeling so good anymore. But then if I get the right order, I can grab your back objective and deal with your Blade Furies.
Got some pretty big guys over here.
Yeah, and your Razor Worm kind of needs to stay there to keep getting you those 4 points until the Blade Furies can take it.
Yeah.
Although if you boost them, they could kill him.
And then move on to it.
And then move on to it. You could even focus, kill him, and then move on to it. This is going to be interesting as we go into round 3. And there's only 4 rounds in Ravaged Star. We don't go to 5. Round 3, first activation is my core. I'm going to activate this unit back here. The first thing they have to do is a leadership test, normally at -2, -4, but they are within 12 inches of Lord Emirath, who has Inspiring, and Inspiring now, in the older rules, it gave you a +1 leadership, but I found that was boring, and I found that it's more interesting to just ignore negative modifiers. So it doesn't always do something, but it does it at the right moments. So, regular leadership test. 6+. Oh, we got it. So, what I'm gonna do is not be dumb. Oh, I'm actually a 5+. I forgot the banner gives me leadership 5+ and a fear aura. And whereas if you give them the champion, it makes their close combat weapons a little stronger. So I'm actually going to use my movement to move back. So what I'm hoping to achieve here is that, this is tough actually, because if I charge you so that I can get onto the objective, then, maybe I could run. Let me do a measurement to see if running up here will grab the objective. Yeah, I double checked, and the rule is you have to be within 3 inches of the center of the objective, and I don't play that as infinite vertical. So going up there, it's impossible to be within 3 inches of the center of the objective. That one over there you could be, because it's lower down, but this one's too high up. So I am gonna back up and then just shoot, and then you'll do something. I'm not sure what you'll do. But I'm hoping you'll sit there and camp the objective and not be able to do much. 6s to hit, and they also count as 2 hits. You ignore my AP1 because you have armored. 4 up. And, 3 damage.
Okay.
You're making me want to actually focus on this thing, which is obviously something I don't want to actually do. And then we have my boost. I am actually going to boost my Lord Emirath. I'm going to give him his one ability is redeploy. So for a single action, I can take him off the table and put him anywhere else on the table more than 8 inches away. But my first action is going to be to swing at the Blade Furies. So I'm going to swing at them, and then he's going to teleport away. 4 attacks is his Vortex Talon, hit on 3s, reaping on 8+.
Need a 7.
So 4 hits, AP2, so 7 up saves. And they're 2 damage apiece, so kills 1 and a half of them. So kills 1, injures 1, and then I will teleport away. He's going to teleport back here into safety. I'm going to maybe be able to wrestle that objective away from you later on. We'll see.
Okay.
Has to be you next, because I got a boost. What'd you get?
Core.
Only have 1 core, so put it down there and give me a leadership test at -2. 8+. Oh! Oh, wait, it's high is good. They failed.
Yeah. It's
Only 1 action.
It's just going to be shooting
Yeah,
at the bikes.
might as well whittle them down.
Well, you still have 1 guy left. Actually, the 1 guy that's behind them.
All right. Oh,
Yep.
let's get in focus there. So hit on 7s. 8+ is piercing. You got 1 hit. 7 up defense. Finally got it. Hey, it's dead. That's a kill for you. Next pull.
Commander.
My commander. Vice Lord is going to charge. Thankfully with fly, it makes it easier. Pistol first, hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits. 8 up saves. AP1. Kill 2 of them already. And then the Reaper Sword on 4s. 8+ are reaping. Ooh, only 2 more. 2 more 8-up saves. 1 survives.
Oof.
Well, it makes a difference for points because that's 1 that I have to kill a unit to just tie it up for number of units
But
killed.
you might hit them.
Yeah. Next pull is
Boost.
your boost.
Could do it on the worm, but I
Yeah,
think
the
worm's
blade
gonna
fears are going to go. Yeah, the worms camp at an objective, so it's really hard to use it super effectively now. So you can move them, and then you're going to boost, or focus, sorry.
Yep.
And then you're going to shoot the bikes and camp the back objective too, so it makes it even harder for me to get.
Yep. Okay.
3s to hit, 9s are piercing. So you got 7 regulars, so that's a 5-up save. Oh no! These are 2 damage apiece, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
1 dead bike, 2 dead bikes, 3 dead bikes, and then 1 that's piercing. And that one is was it piercing,
Piercing
2? 3. I failed that one too. You just killed 3 out of 4 of them. I should have activated them first, I guess. Oh no. You depleted them, so 5-up leadership. They are not broken. Has to be me next, and I got a core. Really have nothing to do. I'm just going to put it on this unit and then just reposition them further away and keep holding that objective.
Core.
And I don't have any more core, so you can put that down.
Okay.
And draw the next one.
It's my support.
Now that you grab the back objective of the Blade Furies, the Razor Worm is free to charge. Oh, this game it's just completely changed. Completely changed. I'm in trouble now. You got Heavy Impact 3 first off, and so I take 3 automatic damage to AP2 attacks. So 7-up saves. So 2 of them die right off the bat. So before you even chomp down, 2 of them die. And then chomping on me on 3s, 7s are good. So you got 3 regular and end up with 2 because of the reaping. And that's also piercing 3.
Yep.
The 3 regular AP1, so 6-up save. Oh, I lose 2 more. And then the other last 2 are 8-up. If I fail both of these, you eat the whole unit. You eat the whole unit! Whew. Hey, the game has turned. I don't think I stand a chance now, but I am not giving up.
My elite.
And has to be your elite.
So, yep, out there.
Yeah, the stalkers will just burn their objective or their thing and just stand still.
And then another elite, which
has already gone. So draw the next one.
The commander for you.
Both my commanders have already gone.
Elite.
That's my bikes.
Yep.
Because it's depleted, I have to start with the leadership test. 5+. Oh, shaken. Well, I don't have much of a choice. I have to fire back at the Blade Furies in the hopes that next turn, if I had gotten my boost, what a difference. I wouldn't have done the test, and I could have activated its multi-fire and then moved over and fired both of its weapons and had a chance to actually eliminate the squad. But now, chances are slim to none. So hitting you on 5s, 8s are reaping and piercing. Okay, so we got that becomes 2 at AP2. So 7-ups, and you make 1, so you take 2 damage. Now they were already injured, so it does kill 1.
So you
all that's left is your Grudgemancer. Now you draw my boost.
I draw your boost now,
Thanks.
but well.
Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah.
That was really nice of you.
So I got a boost.
You got your boost for your Grudgemancer.
Yes.
So the Grudgemancer's not going to use any of its boost abilities. These don't work in this situation. Going to move up and then fire its short range. What's it called?
It is called the Grudge Spray.
Grudge Spray. So that actually does stun. So if you manage to hit me, it is -2 to hit me, and 1s and 2s hit your own guy. But who cares, really? Well, it might matter because you've killed 2 of my units, and I haven't killed. Never mind, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I haven't killed any.
And then Blast is probably not going to do anything.
No, Blast is just that you'd get extra shots for how many guys there are, but that's only 1.
All right.
So 2 shots in on 6s, 1s and 2s hit your own guy. Oh, they both hit.
Oof.
Only AP1, so 6-up saves. So I take 1 damage, but more importantly, I have to do a leadership check. 4-up leadership, if I fail this, is pretty much game because I'll lose the back objective. Got it, just barely. End of battle round 5, you get 4 points for your back objective. I get 4 points for yours. You get 2 for that side. I get 2 for this side. But you killed more than I did because I failed to finish off that last guy. Because if I failed off that last guy, you would not get these extra 2 points. So it takes you into the lead
by 2
points.
Yep.
So the score is 15-13, which means I get an extra boost token in the final round. Oh, I don't know if that'll make enough of a difference. I don't have a lot left. Not feeling pretty confident right now, but maybe you'll just draw all my boosts and I'll be okay. What's the first one?
Boost.
Yay, I got a boost. Will it help? I don't know. after careful deliberation, I think I'm going for a draw here. So I'm going to boost Lord Emirath, and he's going to redeploy as a single action. He's going to pop back here to get on this objective, but also more crucially to provide his 12-inch aura of inspiring, so no negative modifiers to my leaderships to help unshake this bike. And then he'll also help camp this objective. And then as a second action, he's going to fire into these Blade Furies. So 2 shots hitting on 6s. And that is piercing 8 plus 3. With cover, you've got a 7 up. Okay, 3 damage. That actually kills 1. They're 3 wounds a pop. Woo! And that is a leadership test. If they get depleted, that might help right here too. They're fine. It's fine. I want to kill it anyways because I want the points. Has to be your draw next. Yep. Don't forget, we have that once per game ability of either force yourself to go next, or you can put that token back and choose whatever you want.
Ooh.
But it can't be a boost, obviously, that you choose. So you drew a token, so you could exchange it for whatever you want, or you can save it for something else. So you are going to keep the commander token?
Yep.
And then charge him into my Vice Lord.
Yes, yes.
Hitting on 3, 7 pluses are piercing and reaping. Yikes.
Cool.
So you got 1 regular and 4 piercing.
Yes.
8 up defense. 1, 2, yeah, you got it. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to be game, but we're still going to finish it up because weird things happen in Ravaged Star. Sorry, I failed to mention I am going to go next. I'm going to use my once per game ability.
Okay.
So draw a token, see if it mattered. Ah, you drew it anyways.
Commander.
Commander? Okay, well, no, that's, okay, that doesn't count. I don't have a
Oh
commander.
yeah, you're true.
So draw something else.
Just got rid of it.
Yeah, give me a boost.
Nope.
That's you? Okay, good.
Nope.
Good. Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Yay, it mattered.
Yes, Commander.
Commander. I already did Commander. Keep going.
Elite.
Elite.
It's your bike.
Oh, I want my boost for that. It's all right. I got my Inspiring nearby, so I should be able to get rid of that shaken. So 5 up leadership instead of 7. Yes. Okay, good. Whew. And I think no matter what, you win. Because I need to kill 2 units. You know what? I'm going to do a Hail Mary here. All right. Hold on. I just realized something. This guy counts as 3 models because he's a commander. So I count as 3 because I'm large. So I have to charge him. So basically, I can actually call it at this point. It's impossible for me to win because all I have left to activate are these guys, and they have to sit on this objective to counter that. And I need to kill more units than you. Mm-hmm. You've already killed 1. So I've got to kill 2. And I've only got this unit to fight with. So there's no way for me to kill 2. And the only way to take that objective is to charge him and kill him, which I could do, but it still only kills 1. Unless, hold on, let me check one thing. Okay, there's a stupid chance. Here's my 10-step plan. I'm going to charge your Grudgemancer. I'm going to kill him, which I have to do perfectly to kill him. And then when these guys activate, they're going to move up and they're going to kill your other guy. Thus, I will kill more than you and get 2 points. And we will tie the game.
Yes.
I'm going for a draw at this point.
Alrighty.
So first off, you have to fail a 6-up save. Okay, that's game.
Easy as that. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, because now I only have 2 more attacks and 2 damage
and I have
each.
6 life. Yep.
And even if you get depleted and you fail your leadership, I didn't kill more than you, and therefore I can't get those 2 points. And so essentially what the game is going to look like is you're going to win. Now you're going to win by like a good 6 points. Mm-hmm. But if I had killed him, you would have only won by 2 points.
Okay.
But then these guys would have moved forward, maybe shot that guy, then he wouldn't get those 2 points, and it would have been a draw. Yeah. But none of that works if your guy doesn't die. So he just refused to die.
Just had to roll 7.
So that's, wow, it came right down to that though.
I was worried at the beginning, like the first 2 rounds, I was like, oh, you just kept going. You just kept going.
Yeah. It's funny because I haven't played in a little while, and I forgot because I was nervous. And then I was like, as soon as you started coming back, I'm like, right, this happens all the time. Because the way the activations work, it's really, really, really hard to predict who is going to win. And because of the way the scenarios work, it's hard to get a runaway victory really, really quick. And so you get that back and forth. Sometimes by turn 3, yeah, you're able to tell. But honestly, most of our games, their turn 4 is when you're like, okay, maybe. And then maybe part of the way through turn 4, you're like, yeah, okay, I can't win. Yeah. But rarely do you find that in turn 2, you know who the winner is going to be. So I'm sure that some people will find out how to min-max their lists and build really powerful ones and mitigate certain things. But in the end, with the token drawing, I'm hoping that that'll...
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it just kind of makes it feel a little more back and forth. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that for our first Ravaged Star game of 2025. There will be many more to come. Like I said, my goal is to do at least one every 2 weeks on the main channel. And then if I can get enough guests in to be able to do even more on the Ravaged Star channel as well. And so it would be awesome to be able to do like one a week. So one on the main channel, one on the Ravaged Star channel, back and forth like that. So Patrick, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
For coming all this way. And guys, check out Battlegrounds Game Center. And if you want to come in for a game, go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all of the details. But we definitely do want a lot more guests to come in and play Ravaged Star with us. Thanks for watching. Happy Wargaming.
See you later.